Hey everyone, it's Barry here from Power Apps Academy. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be covering those pop-up boxes that you should really be using in your app. So when someone does something important, like maybe approve something or save something, you have a message that pops up on the screen that says, are you sure you want to do this? Or you want to capture some additional information when they do it, like some comments, then you need this pop-up box and what I refer to as a pop-up modal. So today we're going to be covering off how you should be using these in your apps and how to configure them. It's not very hard, but very useful capability to have within your app. Before we hop over, I just want to have a quick shout out to our sponsor. So shout out to powerappify.com. Head over there if you want loads of ready-made apps or business for your business to either learn, or you can just deploy them and start using the capabilities built into these apps within your business. Just download, purchase, download, install, follow the instructions, and you're A for away. Right, let's head over to our screen, Power App screen, where this is what we're talking about. This is the pop-up modal that we're going to be looking at today. This is a purchase order app that we are about to publish. You can see we have a menu screen here. We have all our purchase orders. If we open up a purchase order that we have open, this one's submitted for approval, so let's edit this one. You can see that we have our purchase order screen. There's some stuff in here, and we've got some functions like create the PDF of the purchase order. You can see I've got a button there, and when I click on that, I've got a message here, but it says by clicking create PDF button, if a purchase order PDF has already been created, the existing purchase order PDF file for this purchase request stored in SharePoint will be overwritten. So I've got the option to either create the PDF or go back. So if I create the PDF, that will go ahead and create that PDF and store it in SharePoint. Gives me the message, but you can see the functionality that we're going to be built in and why it's so important is that pop-up modal. Again, I have it with my save button, the cancel. If I click the cancel, I want to capture something in there as to why it's been cancelled. So that's the modal. Now the pop-up modal. Now to configure it, it's pretty straightforward. If I go to my purchase requisition screen, you can see I use containers. The container is the modal. So we go new, just type in container. You can see just a normal container. If we click on that, that will provide us a container. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to actually show you what I've got in there. So the container is like a new screen, and then everything I put within the container. So let's just actually click on the modal quickly. If I click on Alt, just to click on the button. Okay, so you can see this is the container, and we've set the color of the container, or the fill. So if we go down to the fill, you can see the color is this gray color. So just copy this, the 169, 169, 169, and then this is the transparency of that. So you can see it's 0.75, and that makes it transparent. You can see I can see the background, and it puts a hue over the text at the back. It really pops out my message box. So that's the core of it, the container with that fill. That's all you need to do to the back. Then within my container, I create this message box over here, which is a rectangle. So I can just insert rectangle. So you can just go in here, click on your rectangle, that will bring you a box. And then you want to do the fill on your rectangle. I've just made mine black. This is just a label. So I've gone to insert a label, and I just put that at the top of the box just to make it look nice. Then this is just a label where I put all the text in. This is just an icon that I've brought in, just of a document. And these are just two buttons that I've pushed in. Now, what I've done to make this pop-up modal visible is if I click on the actual container itself and I go down to visible. Now I've created a variable called var create po modal. Now that is either going to be true or false. When I launch my screen, I will set the context. Let's just click in here. Create screen on visible. UpdateContext. So UpdateContext creates a variable for that screen. You can see I've got all my modals and I set it to false because we don't want the modals being visible when the screen loads. So I create the UpdateContext with my variable name, and then I set that variable name to false on the onVisible property of the screen. And then on the actual button, when I want to launch the modal, you can see I just select the onSelect property of that to the UpdateContext, that variable name just equal to true. So that button doesn't actually do anything. All it does is launch the pop-up modal. Once I've got the pop-up modal launched, I have the message box and the logic of whatever it's doing. So in this case, if I click on the button itself, you can see I do a whole lot of things within there. And in this case, I'm actually running a Power Automate flow to create the PDF, and we can cover how those flows work. So basically it takes all the values from SharePoint and then creates it into an HTML document and then saves that as a PDF file in SharePoint. Okay, so that's the pop-up modal, and as you can see I use it all over my app, so it's a really useful functionality to have. And also just remember, it's all about user experience and user interface experience with your users. So clicking on something and it happening and maybe telling them after it's happened isn't very good. So really think about the user experience, give them all the information they need to make a decision before they actually click it. So give them all the information they need. To do that, you use the pop-up modals. So hopefully everyone found that useful. Do like and subscribe, please, if you found that useful. It really helps the channel. And I'll bring out some more videos around certain functionality within this purchase order app, particularly the flows and how we create the PDFs from the actual tables in the back end, and also sending emails and some error checking within that. Hit subscribe and keep tuned if you want to learn more about how we put this app together. And this app will be available in a couple of weeks in powerappify.com for you to download yourself. All right, I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.